It's so easy.
Feel free to lag for breaking up.
Okay. Very good. Okay, great. Never seen the kid play. Oh, I love it. But so, you know, he was.
Yeah, I'm undefeated. I want to see
First
it.
off, the Oval Office thing, that was staged. Guaranteed. As soon as a numbnut reporter or whoever he was said, you know, you don't wear a suit, that's when it all changed. That's when it all changed. And everyone knew Trump was going to win. Everybody knew Putin was going to win. It all started in 1994. Saying, come on, you guys need to get into NATO, and we're going to keep pushing, and we're going to send you some weapons. Putin is just defending the border. He doesn't want to. I mean, now screw it. Now he wants more land. He wants to go back. Yes. But the speech there, you know, the Democrats are not going to stand up for anything.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning into Billiard Breakdown today.
Big guy.
We have Bob Hendrix, our number 15 player, taking on the challenger, Jake Jackson, to try to get into the top 15 players list for Rochester, New York. This is going to be a race to 9, an 8-ball pool. The players have lagged for a break, and Jake Jackson is able to win the lag. It's going to be rack your own and Jake to break. Bob Hendrix recently got on our top 15 players list by placing 5th in one of our tournaments. Jake Jackson is a top-level junior player. Looking forward to see what he can do tonight. Looking like a dry break to start it off for Jake. Bob Hendrix at the table with an open layout. Bob chooses to go with stripes here. Ends up landing the cue ball behind the 4, taking away most of his options, but makes the 11 ball pretty effortlessly. Nice shot. Tough to say if that 12 clears the 6 into that right corner. Bob shooting pretty straight to start us off. not getting the cue ball leaves, but he's not missing either. Jake Jackson at the table. Curious to see if the 4 clears the 2. If not, he may just go for the 3 ball. Nice shot. Jake overcuts the 1 ball, but it sits in the corner. Not a bad spot to leave it. Now would be a good opportunity for Bob to just slow roll that 12 ball right into the 1 and just leave it there as an inconvenience for Jake. Bob should be able to just roll this cue ball forward for position on the 15. But the real question here is, what is he going to do about this 12 ball?
Back here.
What a bank by Bob Hendrix. Really nice bank by Bob. Wow. Can he do another one? What's the plan here? Definitely tried to bring the cue ball back towards the short side of the 12, but there was really not much clearance for that. Bob's pulling out the bridge once again. Can the 12 squeeze between the 7 and the 6? He was going for it. Jake Jackson at the table now. No more problems at the table. He doesn't bring the cue ball quite back far enough. At least he's got the 4 to shoot at, but it's a more difficult shot than what he could have left himself with. Really nice stroke, though. Hits it with confidence. Wonder if he's going to set up for the right corner pocket or if he's just going to slow roll it. Well, the right corner pocket it is, but he overhits it by a good amount here. Does he get it? What a shot by Jake. Coming out with confidence early. Really nice shot. And Jake's going to be able to take the first game 1-0 in style. Good shooting. Six ball drops on the break. This layout is looking like Jake can do a good amount of damage here. Jake's checking to see if the 3 ball clears the 9. Maybe he's got half a pocket. Tough to say. If he chooses solids, though, it should go. And stripes it is. Definitely didn't want to have to deal with that 3 ball. Jake gets a good bump on the 1 for position on the 10. Tough to say if the 11 clears the 5, he may have to draw this back for the 11 into the right corner. A little too far, but should be no problem for him. Yeah, Jake's really on point tonight. And Jake's going to be able to make it a quick 2-0 over Bob Hendrix. Really nice stroking by Jake. Jake's been hopping the cue ball intentionally near the center of the table on the break. Reminds me of Shane Winter's break, where Shane just hops the cue ball during the break and it just stays in the center somehow. Might be something he's working on. Bob going for solids here. And he's going to follow the cue ball into the side pocket. The table's open, and Jake's got ball in hand. He's going to take care of that 6 ball first. For solids, that is the most difficult ball to make position for. He's got a good angle on the 3 ball to avoid the 9 and bring the cue ball back out as well. Jake double checking. The 7 still clears. And Jake misses the side pocket. Bob back at the table. Bob steers the object ball in on that stroke. Jake Jackson back with the chance. As long as Jake can make good position on the 4 ball here, should be out. That's a great shot. Great shot just to roll this cue ball towards the short side of the 2. I wonder if Jake's planning to just slow roll this 7 in and take the cut from the short side of the 8 down the table into the far right corner, or if he's going to add bottom left to bring this cue ball. And the answer is none of the above. Jake rolls the cue ball 2 rails for an even better position on the 8. Nicely done. And he sinks the 8. Jake taking no time at all today. The score is now 3-0. Really impressive shooting so far by Jake Jackson. We got Ted Beach in the live chat saying, "Hello, Mike. How are you doing?" Doing extremely well. Looking forward to seeing how Jake performs tonight, for sure. Bob Hendrix is our newly crowned number 15 as well. Jake wobbles the 14. Ted Beach in the live chat says, "See you Sunday." You playing in the tournament? Bob decides to go with stripes. Kind of looks like he was going for the breakout on the 12 ball as well, with the 6 in the way. Ted Beach in the live chat says, "Always the only day I can get to play pool." Man, you got to play pool more than just Sunday every week. Sunday's not enough. Bob ends up leaving Jake pretty tough. Even if Jake can pot this 5-ball in, the cue ball's going to roll forward. Tough to make sure you get another shot. It's jacking up, which makes your stroke a lot less accurate. Jake ends up missing the shot, and Bob's back at the table with a nice look on either the 9 or the 13. Good couple shots from Bob. Ted Beach in the live chat says, yeah, I know, but I still got 8 months till I retire. Hard to get out any other time. All right, Ted. Look forward to retirement. You're going to be spending a lot of time at the pool hall. And Bob's going to wobble this 11. He doesn't really leave Jake with an easy shot, though. The 4-ball clears, but shooting over the 5 can be uncomfortable. But look at the shot Jake finds. Fantastic shot by Jake. Kicking the ball into the 13 and carrying into that right corner. But he misses the 7. Both players are really just kind of waiting this out to see who's going to go for this 12-6 breakout at some point. Ted Beach in the live chat says he's planning on getting on this top 15 list we got going. Looking forward to it. Sign up whenever you're ready. Jake avoids the double hit on the 5. Will this break it up? What a shot! Great accuracy by Jake to even get near that 12-6. Man, this kid is not missing. Corey P in the live chat asks, Mike, is it still the same for challenging just to get on the list? It's a little different now. Before, it was you could only just challenge number 10, and Jake misses the 6, surprisingly. Now, you can challenge number 14 or 15, and 14 or 15 simply falls off if they're defeated. Corey P asks if it's a long waiting list. To check out the waiting list, you can take a look at the description on this video. Bob misses the thin cut on the 13, and Jake should be out from here. What? I can't really tell. That was definitely a miscue. Jake is chuckling, looking at his cue. So, there it is. Is the 13 blocking the 8? We're about to find out. Sorry, Corey. I must have forgotten to change 10 to 15. And it does clear. Nice shot by Jake. The score is now 4-0, and it's going to be tough for Bob to catch up here. Jake Jackson scratching off some chalk marks on the cue ball. All right, Bob misses. Jake's looking at the 7. Tries to get into the 5. Misses it narrowly. Jake could choose to roll this cue ball forward, leaving himself an angle on the 4 to bump into the 5-8, which kind of looks like that's what he did. Let's see if he can get it. He does get the breakout, but the 4 ball does not go. He's got a safety net with the 11. See what Bob can do here. Nice shot. Bob misses the 10, but leaves Jake really tough. And Jake returns the favor. Nice kick by Bob. Not an easy one to gauge for the trajectory. I wonder if the 8 clears the 1 ball into the left corner pocket. It's looking like this is going to be a more tactical 8-ball round. Jake makes his position arguably a little worse with that shot. I believe he was trying to carom the cue ball into the 10 and make it. And Bob finds a way into the right side pocket. Really nice lead by Jake. Blocks both of Bob's balls with one. Can he make the 10? The 4 ball is still unclear on what the solution is for that. Well played. Bob, with a lot of draw, can shoot this 11 into the side pocket and bump the 8 out at the same time. That would be quite the shot, though. Let's see if that's in the cards for him. Wow, Jake voluntarily gives Bob Hendrix ball in hand here. Saying to Bob, I don't think you can make it. Bob can shoot this 8 ball into the 4, leaving the cue ball up against the 8. But as far as not leaving Jake the 6 ball, it's difficult. But you know, if Bob can shoot the 8 into the 4 and leave the cue ball on the rail, these long distance shots can be inaccurate. Especially when you can only hit the top of the cue ball. Position is difficult as well. But no problem for Jake, of course. Really tricky to play here. I wonder if he's actually going to try to make the 1. Ooh, he leaves Bob with a cut on the 8. Can Bob get on the board here with his first game? Yes, he can. Bob gets his first game. The score is now 4-1. The 1 ball drops. Solids may be barely more preferable here. Bob leaves himself tough. Definitely more focused on potting the ball than position on that previous shot. And Bob tries to draw the cue ball back towards the short rail to leave Jake Jackson tough, but it's off the rail a little bit, but he doesn't have much of a shot. Well done by Bob. Look at that shot. With no reward, cue ball sits behind the 8. Jake's calling the far left pocket. A little off. Nice straight stroke by Bob. He's got a shot on the 5, but it's going to be difficult to draw this cue ball back towards the left long rail just because of how far he would have to reach for this. Difficult to stroke through on this shot. He's grabbing the bridge. Even more difficult to draw when using the bridge. He's calling the bank shot into the far right corner. Did he leave himself the 14? He did, but he misses the 9 and 13 on the way back with the cue ball, giving himself a pretty long, difficult shot here. But it's no problem. Jake Jackson scratches. Bob Hendrix at the table with a really nice look. The 3 ball seems to be in the most inconvenient position. Surprised he's trying to go 5-6-3 first. rather than, or just directly onto the 3. Although he's got a little bit of an angle, he's going to have to work to get a nice angle on the 6 to just naturally roll onto the 8. Which he does nicely. Bob may leave himself with a spot shot on the 8. By the way, Bob Hendrix did defeat Alexander Davis in our top 11 through 15 tournament by way of spot shot. Can he do it? Can Bob win his second game here? He misses it. Bob misses the spot shot. Jake even leaving himself pretty tough here. This is not an easy cut into the side pocket. It'll even send the cue ball towards the 8 ball. But look at this. Jake hits it with the correct pace to leave himself a hanger. Really nice shot by Jake. The score is now 5-1. Bob Hendrix missing his chance to get a second game. Jake hops the cue ball on the break into the side pocket. This is Bob's chance to at least get on the 8 here. Surprised to see Bob not going for the 1 ball. Bob misses the cut on the 2. Jake Jackson at the table. Looks like he's going to roll this cue ball forward 2 rails. Did Jake get partially blocked by the 1 to see the 12? Actually, it looks like the 12 doesn't even clear the 13 into the right corner pocket. And he's got a pretty uncomfortable shot shooting over the 1 ball. He's got to make sure not to touch that. Jake calls the bank, underhits it by a good amount, but doesn't really seem like his intention was to pocket it rather than just leave it near that corner. Bob's got a good look on the 5. Will Bob go for one of these thin cuts on the 6 or the 2? Doesn't look like he's eyeing it. We got Mickey Goldberg in the live chat saying, Jake the Snake going on to get bit by B.O.B. I have no idea what you're trying to reference, but hello, Mickey. Mickey is our number 4 contender in the top 15 players in Rochester, New York. Ron Costanzio's the champ.
That's a big table.
Nice straight shot by Bob. Unfortunately, he can't see the 1. He's going to have to stun draw this cue ball back towards the 1, more than likely. Bob is not able to pocket the 2. He tries to roll the cue ball forward into the long rail, then the short rail, and back up towards the 1, but he overcuts it, I believe, and the 2 wobbles out. Shaun Zink in the live chat says to Mickey Goldberg, want to throw $20 on that, Mickey? I think Jake has this. Mickey Goldberg says Bob has a chance if he can get off the rail. It's looking pretty good for Jake here so far. Wonder if he's going to bring this cue ball up past the 11, which he does very nicely. Really good position to just stun, draw this cue ball back a little bit. A little uncomfortable being so close to the rail. Let's see if he can figure this one out. Ted Beach in the live chat says, how would it work out for me trying to get on the list if I can only play on Sunday? Well, it's tough. That's how it works. Can Jake make this cut on the 8 into the right corner? This is a good test of a shot here. Jake does not care where the object ball is. He's going to make it. And very nice shot by Jake. The score is now 6-1. Jake Jackson dominating this match so far. Ted Beach in the live chat asking, would other players be accommodating of the fact that you can only play on Sundays? Probably. The issue is, I'm not sure if only being able to play Sunday is enough availability for so many people that are on the list. We can talk about it sometime. Mickey Goldberg says, Jake Jackson's too good. Can't wait to play him in some one pocket. All right, Mickey, he's coming after you. Actually, he might just skip you and play Dan Charlo or something, to be honest. Bob wobbles the 10 in the pocket. Jake Jackson at the table. Open layout. Surprised he's not going for the 15 first. Interesting. Mickey Goldberg says stripes look good here. Yeah, they do, and Jake's got it. Jake's really shooting nice and controlled here. Just doing as little as possible, but you know, he got a little, how do I say this, in a rush. He wasn't patient with the shot. That's a shot you definitely need to spend more time on if you don't plan on using the bridge for. When you're leaning over the table, throws off your perspective by a large amount, and Jake misses. Bob Hendrix with no answer to that miss, except is the cue ball behind the 6. Mickey Goldberg in the live chat says, commentator's curse. Yeah. All right, Bob's got another chance at the table. It's the only shot he's got here. Bob's shooting straight, but the cue ball position is not there. He definitely meant to hit that a little harder so the cue ball would stun, then roll forward towards the pocket. Tyson in the live chat asks, is this for the number 15 spot? And yes, it is. The winner of this will take the number 15 spot, and the loser will fall off if it's Bob, or Jake will simply not get the position. Look at this cut. Did you guys see that cut? That cut was ridiculous by Jake. Really nice shot, but he leaves himself behind the 4 somehow, and he's going to have to kick at this 12-14. Is he going to miss it? And that's going to be ball in hand for Bob Hendrix. Surprised Bob's not shooting this 2 ball into the right corner first. And as I say that, he gets up to take a look at it. He's got a good angle on the 3 to get this 6 out of the way. The question is whether or not he wants to do that is based on his confidence of running out after. But he does not get the breakout. Fortunately for Bob, the 12 is also not clear for the left corner. The correct angle on the 12 is blocked by the 6, it seems. Don't bump the 12 out for Jake. All right. Mickey Goldberg says the 6 goes up the table, and it did. I was more concerned about whether or not he improved Jake's position at that point. Jake's choosing to slow play this and bait Bob into going for the 7-12 breakout first. He could also just be slow playing this until Bob leaves him some sort of angle on the 14 to actually break out those 2 balls. Which he may have left Jake, but this is a pretty low percentage cut into the left corner pocket. Low percentage for anyone but Jake. Let's see if he can make this one. This is the real test here. Jake overcuts it, and Bob should be able to run out from here. But he misses. Bob misses the 5. Jake's at the table. He's got to hit this near pocket speed to just leave himself with a easy cut on the 8 ball. A little tricky, but shouldn't be a problem. But instead, Jake tries to go 2 rails, and he's going to end up scratching. Bob Hendrix with a second chance here. Can he do it? Holding position on that 12 into the corner may have been preferable, just to maintain a little bit of accuracy in the stroke and just take the slightly more difficult shot on the 8. Could have been better. Bob still unable to make a solid. Is the 7 in play here? Jake Jackson pulling out his jump cue here. We don't see Jake jump too much, so let's see how it's if he's able to pocket this 6 in with the 12. Jake calls the right corner. He doesn't get it, but the 12's in a good spot. Can Bob finish this out? That's the question. Should be able to. He's got a good angle on the 6 to maybe even go rail first to bring this cue ball back around towards the far short rail. Is Bob going to be able to get his second game here? It's looking like it. Good position. Nice shot by Bob. The score is now 6-2. Jake Jackson still in the lead. Bob Hendrix to break. The one ball drops. Bob Hendrix chooses stripes. Tyson in the live chat asks, how old is Jake? I believe he's 16. Not completely sure. Can Bob see this 10 into the left corner? Doesn't look like he's going to go for it, so maybe not. Bob almost makes the cut, but he leaves Jake with a really runnable layout here. Jake's shooting this 5 ball to bring the cue ball back up towards the center. Just got to make sure to avoid the 12 ball. Nearly frees himself against it, but he's got a couple options. Look at this. Really nice position on the 4. Gets a couple lucky bumps there, but you can see it no problem. Can Jake finish this out? Just a stun shot on this 2 ball is good enough. Even if it comes down towards the short rail a little bit, it's almost preferable. And Jake should be out here. Really nice finish by Jake. The run out was unclear, but he gets good position on his problem cluster, and he's out. I would have stunned that shot into the side pocket, but he leaves himself with a cut. Really surprised to see Jake go for the corner there. Feels like position on the 8 ball into the side pocket was much more natural and definitely less resistance of a shot, but he leaves Bob with a chance. Bob's got to shoot this 12 into the right corner, get on the 11 ball, shoot it into the same pocket, and bring the cue ball back up towards the center. But instead, he goes for the 9. And he misses it. Is he going to get lucky here? He may have. He may have gotten lucky with the 12. Or maybe not. Man, Jake is shooting really, really well. The score is now 7-2. Jake Jackson further increasing his lead with a nice stroke on a long, straight shot. Jake Jackson gets a good pop on the cue ball this time, and the cue ball pretty much stays put. Looks like he's going to go for stripes. Jake's able to develop the 15, but underdevelops the 10 ball. But if he is able to play a ball into the 5, the 10 could go into the left corner. Nice shot by Bob. The 14 gets a nice roll. Or, I mean, the 4. Bob definitely didn't want the 7 ball to land there. Kind of seemed like he hit it at a pace where he wanted the 7 ball to follow in, possibly.
Do you want a date? Do you want a date? Yeah, do you want a date? Yeah. I'm leaving.
Look at this. Jake gets the 10 ball into the right corner, but it's not an easy shot. Yes, it is an easy shot. Well played by Jake. I wonder if the 8 clears the 3 into the right side pocket, or if he's going to have to come up with something here. That is maybe the first makeable straightish shot that Jake has missed since he started this match. Bob Hendrix doesn't really get much of a leave off of the hanger in the far left corner. Let's see if he can recover from this leave. Is he going to scratch? As unfortunate as it can get for Bob. Does the 8 clear the 1? Did not seem to. Jake leaves himself with a bank into the far right corner pocket. He's even going to need the bridge for this one. Can he do it? Can Jake get on the hill with this bank shot? Jake misses it. But he doesn't leave Bob easy here. A couple different missable shots. The easiest one might be the 1 ball into the left corner. Nice shot by Bob. Should be able to finish this one out. Perfect position on the 5. Bob can really just slow roll this cue ball into the 5 and just land anywhere to get a good angle on 7 to bring the cue ball back up for the 8. Bob goes 2 rails. Can he take his 3rd game here? He cannot. And Jake's going to be able to get on the hill first, with the score being 8-2. I will say, interesting choice by Bob to go 2 rails on that. I believe it was the 7 ball that he shot at. It may have been preferable to slow roll it, just to avoid a longer cut on the 8 ball. All right, guys. Can Bob win 7 in a row here? Dry break. Two ball sits in that corner pocket. Jake at the table with an open layout. Tough to say what he should go for. Looks like he's got a direct look on the 2 ball. But the cue ball almost rolls in with it. What's he got here? Is he going to try to cut the 1 into the far left? No way. What a shot by Jake Jackson. What a shot. Jeez. Really nice cut. Yeah, Jake's on point for sure. Does he have the 3? He misses the easy shot. What's Bob got to do with the 10-14 on the left? I believe Jake missed that shot because he was really thinking about just holding position for maybe the 5. Tough to say there. And Bob's just going to leave this cue ball down the table with some distance for Jake. Bob should be able to get back on the table. Tyson in the live chat saying Jake Jackson, I don't think he could see the 3. Looked like he tried to spin the 3 in. Yeah, maybe. You might be right. I must have missed what was slightly in the way for him. What you got for us, Bob? Tough position to be in, especially with that 10-14 cluster there. Good attempt by Bob to possibly place that 13 in front of the 7 while simultaneously breaking out the 10-14. He doesn't get it, but good attempt. Good position by Jake. Good speed. Let's see if he slow rolls this 5 ball into the left corner to hold position for the 8 ball into the side pocket. And looks like that's exactly what he chooses to do. And are we going to have a new number 15 on this top 15 players list for Rochester, New York? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Well done by Jake Jackson for defeating Bob Hendrix. This was the top 15 players in Rochester, New York. Race to 9 and 8 ball pool. Yeah, Jake Jackson shot extremely well, and he defeats Bob Hendrix 9-2. And congratulations to Jake for being our new number 15 on the top 15 players list. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in to Billiard Breakdown. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.